Hello, I'm Dr. Brandt Gibson, and the next step of you learning to manage your peripheral neuropathy in 30 days is to understand the symptoms, understand what's going on with your peripheral neuropathy. So the idea, as we've talked about, there are really 4 different types of peripheral neuropathy, right? You've got large fiber sensory neuropathy, small fiber sensory neuropathy, autonomic neuropathy, and motor neuropathy. And the common symptoms that people are actually coming to their doctor for peripheral neuropathy will be something as simple as numbness, tingling, electrical shock, shooting pain, stabbing pain to the feet, feeling like their foot's wrapped in saran wrap, or feeling like they have a piece of leather on the bottom of their foot, feeling like they're just tight. They may describe it as ants crawling all over the feet, which is called formication. People have described it to me as itching, where their feet just itch. Those are most of the sensory type peripheral neuropathies. You may get shooting pains down the legs or up the legs or into the hands. The idea is the sensory neuropathy is usually the most common one that people will notice symptoms from. The other symptoms that you should be looking at, however, is when you stand up, do you get lightheaded really easily? Do you have a difficulty changing positions because of that? You have a sweating problem where you just don't sweat like you're supposed to. All of these are autonomic neuropathy type problems. The other one is, what about motor neuropathy? What if you have some weakness? What if you have balance issues? What if you're saying, okay, I'm not, I can't do the activities I used to do without getting really, really tired? All of these are part of understanding the symptoms of peripheral neuropathy. And what you need to do is you need to say, okay, I need to track exactly what symptoms I have. I need to track exactly when they're happening. Are there certain types of activities or foods or things like that are actually causing it? Maybe a medication, when you take a medication, you start getting certain symptoms. Maybe when you sit down in a certain chair, or where you wear a certain shoe, or when you wear certain clothes, these symptoms happen. All these things should be tracked, because then what you can do is you can start to create these steps to say, okay, when I'm doing this, I know I'm going to have these symptoms, and this is how I'm going to treat it. Or maybe I eliminate that activity because it causes those symptoms. But if you're saying, okay, I love this activity, this is something I want to do every single day, you need to learn what symptoms that's going to cause and when it's going to happen, because then we can give you the tools to say, okay, how am I going to manage that so I can continue to function like I want to? This is Dr. Brandt Gibson. This is your Neuropathy Nugget, day 155. Understanding the symptoms of peripheral neuropathy so that you can learn